Yasu Malagezo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Jason Bateman. In the heart of every family. We're gonna do a podcast about Jason Bateman and his childhood career. Everybody loves Jason, unless you're Will Arnett. Remember Will Arnett? He was on Arrested Development. As a side note, if you live in Toronto, remember the Molson factory? Apparently, I'm not saying he was involved in that, but allegedly, like remember they had like the weed like in the underground, like they found that whole manufacturing thing. Look it up; it's fucking crazy. In the heart of every family, then Jason Bateman had a second chance at his career by doing Arrested Development. Ever since then, he's hit the ground running. Ozark, part 1, part 2 is coming soon. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Bateman is a perfect example of an actor having a second chance. Nothing wrong with that. He's cool. He's pretty chill. Pretty relaxed. He has a good head of hair. And he doesn't mind talking about women.
It's advantageous to initially meet the girl.
I'm sorry. What?
Advantageous.
Advantageous?
Advantageous.
Adventurous?
Advantageous. Advantageous.
One more time.
Advantageous.
Advantageous. Okay. I have no idea what the fuck that means. Okay. Involving or creating favorable circumstances that increase the chances of success or effectiveness. Beneficial. For example, the scheme is advantageous to your company. Okay, first off, it doesn't sound like he hit puberty till like at least just recently. 2, I don't think he's wearing socks. And 3, dude, you were a childhood star in the 80s, okay? All you need is some money, a nice car, some coke, and you're all set. Like, it just, I don't know. You can advance whatever the fuck you want, but, it's really that simple. But what I'm trying to say here in this pointless podcast so far is that Jason Bateman seems like a pretty good dude. And he's definitely taken advantage of his whole second chance at Hollywood thing. I don't know. I was playing with Ghostbuster toys when he was on TV shows. So, let's go on Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, and let's find out what Jason Bateman is all about. Jason Kent Bateman, born January 14th, 1969, is an American actor, director, and producer. He began acting on television in the early 1980s on the NBC drama series Little House on the Prairie, the NBC syndicated sitcom Silver Spoons, and the NBC-CBS sitcom The Hogan Family, which was originally named Valerie. Then it was named Valerie's Family, and then it became The Hogan Family, which nobody minded it changing because it was the 80s and nobody really gave a shit, because unless it involved an alien or some kind of weird robot, nobody gave a shit. In 2003 to 2019, he became known for his role of Michael Bluth on the Fox Netflix sitcom Arrested Development, for which he won a Golden Globe and a Satellite Award. The fuck is a Satellite Award? He has also starred in the films Teen Wolf 2, The Breakup, Juno, Hancock, Up in the Air, Couples Retreat, Extract, The Switch, Paul, Horrible Bosses, and its sequel, The Gift, Office Christmas Party, Zootopia, and Game Night. Since July 2020, he has co-hosted the comedy podcast Smartless, which apparently is going on tour now, and I don't know, it looks pretty funny. I like those guys. Bateman made his directorial debut with the black comedy Bad Words, in which he also starred. He has since directed and starred in The Family Fang and the Netflix crime drama series Ozark from 2017 to present. Bateman was awarded the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Directing for a Drama Series in 2019 for his directing of Ozark, and has won 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards for his performance. In 2020, he had recurring role in and directed 2 episodes of the HBO miniseries The Outsider. So like I said, guys, I mean, big star in the 80s, maybe early 90s. I don't know. I don't remember. And yeah, he just chilled for 10 years. I don't know what he did. And then all of a sudden, yeah, he came back. So, just some advice to some actors out there. If you feel like, becoming a childhood actor or actress, and if you want to take 10 years off, you can go back to being a big star anytime, which is, if you believe this shit, that is fucking crazy. But at the same time, yeah, it happened to Mr. Bateman here. It's rare that happens, guys. I mean, but at the same time, like I said, the guy's worked his ass off since then. He knows, not a lot of people get second chances in Hollywood. Actually, that's not true at all. But yeah, don't fuck it up. I don't think he really fucked it up the first time, did he? I don't know. I don't remember, guys. I mean, the 80s was very hazy for me. I don't know. I don't remember. 90s too, a lot of grunge. I don't remember. But the point is, he's worked his ass off, and I found some facts I found on fascinate.com. Give them a shout out because it saves me a lot of time from doing research and actually putting in an effort for this podcast. So thank you for that. And I'd like to read them off if you don't mind. Thank you. Enough is known about the sad fates of many kid stars from the 1970s and 1980s to say that fame and wealth are never enough. Bateman and his sister, fellow actor Justine, were both breakout kid stars who made enough money to support their parents. As Bateman admitted later in life, that's when the trouble started. Hey, mo money, mo problems. And I always forget, his sister was the one in Family Ties. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'll talk about it now. So, his sister was in Family Ties. Okay, that was a big hit show too. Remember Michael J. Fox, they didn't want him originally for Back to the Future. Then, the whole thing happened and they brought him back, or whatever. They had him there. And then he had to do that show during the day. And then nighttime, he had to do Back to the Future. That's why the majority of the scenes in Back to the Future, a lot of them are dark and nighttime, whatever. So, yeah, that's, there you go. How do kid actors grow up with a Hollywood backlot as their neighborhood? Bateman co-starred with Ricky Schroeder on a popular 1980s sitcom, Silver Spoons. And those kids were brats between takes. They delighted in stealing goldfish from a man-made lake on the lot and feeding those poor little fish to bigger fish that Schroeder kept in a tank on set. That sounds like a very, very boring set. I don't I don't know, kids are doing way worse shit than this. I mean, and again, they did not have to wear those ugly sweaters. That's RBS. What does that stand for? I don't know. Maybe it's a word you can't say, politically correct anymore, and then bullshit. Who knows? Who cares? The Bateman family didn't settle down in Los Angeles until 1981. This was the same year that my dad was running a sub shop. Very good subs, by the way. But for some reason, he thought that he's the one that invented pictures in restaurants. Yeah, it's European mentality at its finest, But Mike, I took him with Polaroid pic. I'm like, Dad, it was the 80s. Everybody had a fucking Polaroid camera. I mean, did you ever hear of McDonald's? Fuck. He's a good guy, though. And Jason Bateman spent the first decade of his life following his showbiz, seeking dad and flight attendant mom from New York State to Massachusetts. Did I say that right? I don't know. And then Salt Lake City. I nailed that one. Did this instability hurt Bateman? Nope. He excelled at fitting into new schools and new communities. See, that sucks. I mean, you got to go from city to city, titty to titty. It sucks. It does, it gets depressing, especially when you're a kid. You make friends, and then you got to make more friends, and, what are you going to do? I don't know. You just live with it. That's all, You make some good connections. Make sure that, the friends that you make become famous. Jason Bateman had a firm and unflattering opinion about having been a celebrity kid, saddled with being a major breadwinner in his family. He called it an unhealthy situation, and he fired his dad from the managerial role as he neared adulthood. Oof. Damn. Shit. That's harsh, man. Bateman has said his relationship with his parents remains off and on. No shit. Yeah, I'm one of these people. I'm old school. Family and money don't mix. Okay, same thing. Business and family, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It just forget it. It's gonna get to a point where you're gonna, listen. When you're a kid, you're gonna hate your parents anyway. It's just normal, okay? On top of that, if they're managing your shit, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So, I don't know. I heard Macaulay Culkin had to go through the same shit with his dad there. But, yeah, it just, I don't know. It's awkward, man. Just, keep your money under the mattress till you're 21, and that's it. Jason Bateman appeared in several family-friendly comedies in the 1980s, generally typecast as a scheming teen. I don't know why I say it like that. It just sounds cooler. His acting chops weren't stretched far, but Bateman was able to flex other artistic muscles by directing 3 episodes of The Hogan Family, a show he co-starred in. That accomplishment earned Bateman an induction into the Directors Guild of America when he was 18 years old, the Guild's youngest inductee ever. Shit, man, I didn't know that because, we're going to get to Ozark and him directing some of those scenes, but wow, that's I couldn't even, I can't read now, but fuck, I can't do anything at 18. Bateman starred in his first feature film in 1987, a project he would quickly regret. The movie was Teen Wolf 2. And keep in mind, guys, they spell it T-O-O. Yeah, it was a piece of shit. We'll get to it later. A spin-off of the 1985 hit film Teen Wolf that had starred a young and very bankable Michael J. Fox. First of all, that's bullshit, okay? They made Back to the Future, right? And then what happened was Teen Wolf was already made, but they waited a bit, whatever, and then it came out later, and then on the posters, the star of Back to the Future, whatever, and that was a good movie. I enjoyed that movie. At the end of the movie, though, when everyone's cheering in the stands, you can clearly see the one guy, he pulls down his pants, and he's just, there's a rumor he's doing, I don't know, something with his dick, but that's bullshit. He's still got the classic 80 tighty whities. So, but it's still funny to watch. So, it's got nothing to do with Jason Bateman. I'm just saying. Bateman's father produced the poorly received sequel that grossed less than $8 million in ticket sales. But don't worry, the best and the worst was yet to come. Does it get worse than that? I mean, it was like, yeah, even the effects, man. Here, they got a picture. He looks like, I don't know, one of my uncles with the ear hair. I mean, it looks bad, man. Like, even for the 80s, it looked like shit. Lessons, life lessons, big life lessons. All right. Hit Jason Bateman hard following the release of the disastrous Teen Wolf 2. And his book learning also suffered. Bateman confessed that he never finished high school, having been absent too much during the making of his first movie. And dissolving the business relationship with his father led to more personal and professional uncertainties. Well, yeah, look, I graduated high school. I mean, look at me, I could barely read on this shit. So, yeah. December 1987 marked the beginning of a difficult transition from child stars into adulthood for Bateman and his sister, Justine. Kent and Vicky, their dad and mom, divorced after 23 years of marriage. The movie was bad, but they had to get a divorce. Okay. Yeah, probably. Both Bateman kids saw their feature film debuts bomb at the box office, and they had to battle rumors of difficult behavior on sets and off. Well, what do you expect, guys? Come on, give them a little credit, just a little leeway. Come on, don't be a dick. Jason Bateman has labeled his late teenage years as a real-life risky business. Man, that movie was fucking awesome, man. Rebecca De Mornay, man. Oof. Lovely woman. His parents spent a lot of time away from home, leaving him with a steady stream of cash. He had earned it, after all. In a big house with a fancy car to abuse, Bateman had worked long and hard during his childhood. By his 20th birthday, he wanted to play hard, and did he ever? All right. Will Arnett, your thoughts?
He's been in the business a long time. The kid grew up in the business. We've all seen him. So every once in a while we'll be working, they'll yell cut, and everybody kind of fills in to give notes or whatever. And Bateman will say, I think, and I'll just be like, hey, listen, man, if we wanted your advice, we'll turn on a crappy 80s sitcom, all right?
That's awesome. But seriously, though, like the Molson factory in Barrie, allegedly, that's where they had, the weed underneath, the factory, and it's a whole fucking thing. I'm telling you, check it out. Even when you drive past the factory down the highway, you can still see, you hang a picture for a while, and then you take it off, and there's still that, rectangle, print there. You can still kind of see the Molson thing. It's a whole fucking thing. The point is, again, you're a kid, you got money, you're young, 80s, the yayo is flying at all these parties. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen? But it says here, Bateman remembers going into auditions in his 20s and acting twice. He's referring to a very confusing time when his career was basically at a standstill. His natural inclination was to be affable and ambitious with casting directors, but he knew in a callous environment like Hollywood, playing hard to get and acting indifferent like some cocky high school kid went farther with industry people than being his authentic self. So basically, I don't know what they're trying to say in this shit here is, I don't know, he probably acted like a jerk off. I mean, he probably went in there thinking, okay, I gotta be bigger than whatever the fuck, and there you go. Unfortunately, that meant that as Bateman got older, his reputation just got worse and worse. Well, there you go. I mean, nobody wants to work with a dick. I mean, I'm not saying he was, but at the same time, it's it's a, I don't know, it gets to be a pain in the ass. I mean, look at fucking Steven Seagal there. I mean, Under Siege was good, but Under Siege 2, holy fuck. When you're out partying, why not take a 6 and make it a 10? I don't know what that means. That's Bateman's explanation for why his substance problem got so out of control in his 20s. He mistakenly believed that every social situation had to be taken to the next level. Join the club. If he was drinking, he had to black out. All right. He couldn't comprehend why people would stop, even when it was self-destructive. It was a matter of time before it caught up to him. Yeah, it's true, listen, we're joking around here. It's true. You got to know your limits, But then there's days where, you're like, fuck it, the sky's the limit, Biggie. That's it, man. Just, yeah. Guys, it was the 80s. I mean, come on now, This isn't fucking growing pains. You go to a party, a hot chick offers you Coke. I mean, it's up to you if you take it. I'm just saying, back then, you'd be a puss not to, But again, I get it. We're just joking around here. You gotta play it safe. You know how it is, right? Jason Bateman uses a basic junk food analogy to explain why he quit his addictions. I don't think I said analogy. Anal. I gotta grow up. He came to realize that alcohol was a crutch he needed to feel alive and fun in his 20s, calling it like ketchup and French fries. I don't want one without the other. That's very true, man. I don't know. Like I met people that don't like ketchup. I don't know. They're always fucking weird. I don't know. And I had a friend for a bit I worked with. He would like, the whole mayonnaise thing, yeah, that Pulp Fiction shit is actually true. Do French fries satisfy like vodka? I mean, all right. Eventually he knew he had to step up and graduate into adulthood. Okay, so it really didn't seem like it was a drug thing. It was just more of an alcohol thing. I mean, fuck, today, and forget it. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, anybody that watches Euphoria, I mean, fuck, that's like people start drinking now when they're 10, it just, But again, it was the 80s, right? So, more wholesome fun, I guess. Right? Friends, alumni. Yeah, they didn't. Okay. Jennifer Aniston is a frequent co-star and collaborator in Bateman's more recent movies. Why not? She's a strong Greek woman. Did a podcast about her. She's awesome. I'm telling you, olive oil. You put some on the skin before you go to bed. You lather up for a good 35, 52 minutes. You're set. Put it everywhere. Trust me. Everywhere. And their solid friendship goes way back. They met in 1994 at the height of Bateman's professional dry spell, when his addictions and wild antics were out of control. Aniston recalls Bateman once driving his Range Rover backward. Isn't it backwards? Yeah, backward up a street with the door wide open. I mean, to be fair, he could have just been doing that just to save gas, right? How many movies do you watch where, it's like, is someone's being chased and it's like, get in, and the person just jumps in. It saves time, you know. Jason Bateman first met his future wife, Amanda Anka, I think I said that right, when he was 18 years old. What the fuck? 18? Holy fuck. Fuck, he must have been high. At 18, bro. He wasn't marriage-minded then. No shit. Just engrossed in partying hard. He came to his senses to a point and married Anka in 2001. But his substance problem didn't end with the I do's. Anka finally had enough, and she gave Bateman a huge reality check for the holidays. For how much? Okay, I get it. Okay. Yeah, it's, I mean, again, guys, we're joking around here, but yeah, no woman's going to put up with this shit, I don't know. Maybe Courtney Love, but I don't know. Whatever. I like Courtney Love. She's cool. I'm just saying, if you're a party guy, you got to find a party girl. That's all. You can't marry Mother Teresa and, expect her to, I don't know, to do bumps with you in the 80s. Again, it's whatever. Don't do coke, guys. I've never done it. I did a podcast about it, though, but that's as far as I'll go. Where am I here? One evening, Bateman came home late and intoxicated. Again, to an upset wife. Ugh. It's marriage. Anka gave Bateman a specific ultimatum. He had to quit partying. Stubbornly, Bateman didn't listen, but Anka wasn't joking. And she left for Christmas in Mexico without him. I mean, would I rather have like a spouse that parties too much, or I don't know, with all the, again, I don't even talk bad about Mexico or nothing, but I just saw a thing on the news where I don't know, some people were held up at some kind of resort, and and it doesn't matter if it's a good resort. I mean, people are gonna rob you there, And again, I'm not trying to badmouth Mexico. Like I love Mexicans; they're fucking awesome. But that country, I just, I don't know. I'd rather just have a drink. But do I have to go I don't know, this many miles for a mojito? Bateman woke up alone on a miserable and rainy December 25th. He joined AA, or AA, as a lot of people call it, that day. Isn't it crazy how AA is open, or AA, whatever, it's still open on Christmas? I mean, everything's closed on Christmas, right? I mean, I don't know. I think he did the next day, probably, But then, I don't know, maybe he wants to get some deals on Boxing Day. Okay. I don't know. Jason Bateman's marriage is a Hollywood abnormality. It's so everyday life. It seems almost unbelievable. Bateman has offered some practical tips for a successful marriage, and they're sweet as heck, too. Let's see. He believes that friends last longer, and he married a friend who knows when to bug him. When they do fight, it's quick and clean, or not at all. They call that a sponsor, right? No. Well, maybe. Yeah. If you're a good friend, you'll definitely call someone on their shit, for sure. You don't have time for this. It's just, back and forth. Fuck, it's not worth it, If you're going to act like a dick, you need a prick friend to call you out on your shit. Maybe you've heard of singer-songwriter Paul Anka. Canadian. Duh. Perhaps, I think he's Canadian, isn't he? His most famous hit song is My Way. Bateman and Anka's daughter, Anka's, what the fuck, I can't say it, daughter Amanda were teenage friends. Teenage friends. The grammar in this is horrible. Who fell in love and got married. In honor of the nuptials, Anka wrote new lyrics and changed the title, singing His Way to Bateman during the wedding reception. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Hold on, guys. I'm just curious. Paul Anka Canadian. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Hold on. Yeah, it's a Canadian singer. Yep. Yeah, I was right. Didn't Drake buy one of the verses that he made with Michael Jackson to make a song, or was it him? I don't know. Leave your comments in the section below. Bateman's marriage advice is poignant, but he wasn't born a relationship sage. Relationship, what? Sage. Yeah, I think so. As a teenage actor, he once appeared on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Bateman told Carson that he wanted to play the dating field. Sounds fine for a kid his age, but Bateman also said he felt locked up by his high school sweetheart at the time, Dawn Garrett. I mean, yeah, shit'll happen, man. I mean, I played the clip before, that's where it's from, but yeah, don't get, I don't know, again, it's different when you're younger, you're still growing, you're going to make mistakes, ladies, I got nothing for you. But guys, don't get hung up on one woman, okay? I once went to a bar one time, and the waitress told me, women are like buses. They come by every 10 minutes. So, I mean, will the bus be intact and, not crazy? I don't know. But, yeah, just don't, let it go. Nobody said Bateman's marriage is perfect. We're talking real life here. He says there's a list about a mile long of his annoying habits. His worst habit is kitchen related. When he makes his morning breakfast shakes, he often doesn't fasten the lid on the blender properly. He's like Junior Soprano. When the shake splatters all over the counter and the ceiling, it drives his wife nuts. How the fuck do you forget to put the lid? That I never understood. I've always, you see the blades going there, like even before you see, what's gonna happen. Like, put the shit on top, man. Come on, that's just sloppy. Bateman is hugely protective of his two daughters, Franny and Maple. For a man who was hugely successful child actor, but who really didn't enjoy a childhood. It's telling when Bateman says he's not a fan of kids acting. Bateman also has an adult fantasy. He wants a siren to throw on his car hood and scare bad drivers. I think DMX did that, didn't he? Yeah, why not? I don't know. See, if I was him, I would just do it. Worst case, you get a warning and yeah, you'll be fine. Don't worry, man. Just, yeah, go to like a bodegas. I'm sure they'll have some in the back. In 2001, Bateman took his biggest professional risk of his career. He starred in a sitcom called Some of My Best Friends, playing a deluded gay man whose roommate is a straight, macho Italian-American guy. It sounds like this is, 2001 was a different time, guys. They could, you could do this shit. Although the show failed, no shit, Bateman proudly told The Advocate that he thought it was the best work he'd done to that point. That is, I don't. Well, first of all, again, I'm not the GQ magazine over here, but he doesn't even, that that shirt does not say gay. I'm sorry. It's I don't know. That's nah. No. I think he probably slept in that shit. Following years of personal turmoil and professional non-starters, Bateman finally hit the big time again. 2003 saw the debut of Arrested Development, a quirky comedy that garnered a small but crazy loyal following. The show became an award-winning critical darling, too. I love the way they word this. And Bateman relished playing widowed dad Michael Bluth. We're going to get more into that later, but I don't know. Until then, Will Arnett, your thoughts?
He's great. He's on our show. His sister is apparently going to come on the show now.
Justine is going to do a guest appearance?
That's what we keep hearing. And I keep hearing it from Bateman because he keeps bringing it up. Like he's super psyched about her playing his love interest.
Oh my God!
I know. It's just every day. He's like, I know that we're not doing it now, but can we rehearse?
I know. It's incredible.
I'm dead serious about this.
You're a strange, magical man. You're a magical man.
He's gonna kill me.
Yeah, he's gonna love. You're in so much trouble with him now.
I'm so done.
What a malachias. So, I don't know. I don't remember seeing that shit in the show. It must have been the deleted scenes. But, yeah, very good show. Again, we're going to get more into that later. Something sweetly funny came out of Jason Bateman's biggest hit. Loopy Canadian actor Will Arnett plays his on-screen brother. And the two remain seriously funny BFFs. They trust each other so much that they formed a production company called Comedically Dum Dum. These two clowns love their lowbrow practical jokes. The paparazzi is a favorite target. Now that is true, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's an audio podcast. I don't know if you realize that by now. Just look out the window. If you go online, you'll see some funny pictures of them just walking down the street. They're holding hands. They knew the paparazzi was there. It's pretty funny. So check it out when you get a chance. But yeah, I mean, they break each other's balls back and forth. You know, as you can clearly tell in these beautiful audio clips from YouTube. Yeah, you know, it's good. Everybody should have a friend back and forth, or should have a friend back and forth. Everybody should have a friend where they can go back and forth. Fuck it. Everybody should have a friendship like this. There you go. That's, it's past midnight. In 2013, New York paparazzi had a field day snapping Bateman and Arnett strolling through Greenwich Village, holding hands, which is exactly what I talked about before. See, this is why I say, I should rehearse these podcasts, just so I don't look extra stupid, but fuck it. So, okay, they beat me. I beat them to the punch just by a little bit. But this happened. When two guys can hold hands, that are very comfortable with their, straight sexuality, it really is a beautiful thing, That's a movie with Mickey Rourke and Eric Roberts there. The Pope of Greenwich Village. That's a good movie. You ever get a chance, see that movie. Again, Jason Bateman is not in that movie, but it's pretty good. Trust me. They took my thumb, Charlie. They took my thumb. In 2018, before AD's 5th season, Bateman got embroiled. No, embroiled. He's not a lobster. In controversy. During a group cast interview with the New York Times, a touchy topic came up. Fellow castmate Jeffrey Tambors, who's fucking awesome, by the way. I love that man. Hey now. Alleged misconduct while appearing on another show, Transparent. Tambor had apparently misbehaved on AD2, and Bateman's opinions on it landed him in internet purgatory. I mean, listen, you can't say or do anything without people shitting on you, okay? You're number one. Tambor, like, he's been doing this forever. I mean, come on, you know? Justice for All, Larry Sanders Show, you know, the Hangover movies. I mean, the first one's good, you know. The second, third, what are you going to do? But, yeah. Tambor had been fired from Transparent, but the AD cast and production crew were generally supportive of him. Tambor acknowledged that he was, on at least one occasion, verbally abusive towards the actress playing his wife on AD. Arrested Development. Sorry, I kept... it's not Antonio Davis there. Yeah, he's... I don't know, he's got his own problems now with the Lakers. But Jessica Walter. Bateman thought he could explain that away. I don't know. I never heard the story, guys. I got to be honest with you. I don't know. I know Transparent is a show where he dresses up as a woman, and you know what? I'm just gonna stop right there because you know, I don't know. Like you can't say anything. So I'm gonna say this: just live your life as long as you're not hurting anybody. It's all good, okay? You know, and shame on everybody out there for giving Dave Chappelle shit, okay? It's comedy, you know. Come on, grow the fuck up. Yeah, I said it. And don't give shit to Patton Oswalt either for taking a picture with Dave Chappelle, okay? Really, I mean, what the fuck is... like, what's the problem there, guys? I mean, come on, guys, grow up. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The generation behind me gets offended because, you know, if you say the word "the" wrong, you know, you're all of a sudden racist. I don't know. Just fuck it. Christ, when are we gonna learn? But anyways, sorry. I just, you know, it's comedy, guys. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Walter told the New York Times that in almost 60 years of acting, she'd never had anybody yell at her like Tambor did on the set of AD. Bateman sounded dismissive, stating that Tambor's intense bouts of anger were simply part of his process. Bateman also said that he considered Tambor one of his favorite, most valued people. Okay, so a little spat back and forth there. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing of all this, so I don't know. I don't know. All I can tell you is this. Jessica Walter, we just recently lost her. Rest in peace to her. I know her for a bunch of things. Play Misty for Me with Clint Eastwood. Great movie. The last, couple years, 10 years, I guess, a lot of people know her for playing Archer's mother on Archer. So, by the way, I want to say this too. I love the way they, you know, like wrote out her character because, you know, she died in real life. So I thought that was really nicely done. So props to everybody at Archer there. But yeah, you know, guys, you're on set for 16, 18 hours. I mean, you know, again, I'm not trying to make an excuse for Tambor or nothing, but honestly, I just hope it wasn't anything major. So I don't know. I hope everything was settled before she died. So yeah, I wasn't there, so I don't know. The backlash from the New York Times interview was so serious, publicists quickly canceled a planned UK press tour and replaced it with damage control. Bateman's comments caused outrage. On social media, critics accused him of a sexist mentality. Bateman backpedaled hard. Okay, so he got into shit too. Okay, jeez. I mean, Bad Boys, you know, it was a good movie. Second one I liked too. Third one, I don't know. They already made the fourth one for some reason. I don't know. They're doing a Back to the Future 2 and 3 kind of thing here. But yeah, again, that's got nothing to do with what we're talking about here. I'm just saying that because I don't know the situation, so I don't know. Again, you know, I always say family problems are solved by family members. On-set problems are solved by people on set. So there you go. Within hours of the Times article fallout, oh fuck, they just keep going with this. Bateman took to social media. Oh fuck, who doesn't these days? Not me. I make an asshole out of myself on this podcast. He expressed how horrified, embarrassed, and intensive he'd been regarding the whole incident. He publicly apologized to Jessica Walter and called it a big learning moment for him. Bateman's main takeaway was there's never an excuse for abuse. The victim's voice needs to be heard and respected. Period. There you go. Okay, so that's no, we're still going, I think. Okay. Bateman navigated through the controversy with proper contrition, and he later revealed a dirty little secret regarding his success on AD. Many critics considered Bateman the second Banana, acting with eccentric characters who took over every scene. When a reporter asked Bateman how hard it was to act that way, Bateman finally spilled the tea. He's spilling the tea. Jason Bateman admitted that the straight man character sustains, that was close, the actions on AD. In Bateman's words, he's like the audience, and most times he gets to be in every scene. That gave him a greater involvement in managing the tone of the show and more control over the quality of the film experience. Nicely done. So yeah, I mean, he was pretty much a straight man. I was going to say that before, but this site beat me to it, so I don't know. I beat them last time, one each. So, yeah, it's true. That's what they do with a lot of characters. And also keep in mind, everybody else in that fucking family was nuts. Everybody had their own version of the chicken dance, caca, caca. So yeah, I don't know. Malaka's, just all over the place. So he had to be the guy, to always straighten shit out, and that's it. I mean, yeah, he was like, I don't know. Fuck else can I compare him to? I don't know. He was a straight man. Guys, look it up. I can't do everything for you. In November 2005, Bateman's publicist revealed that the actor had to have throat surgery, and so do I. If I get a drink of water here. Thankfully, it was a benign polyp. He was fine, and Bateman made a full recovery. He thanked the public for their concern, especially fans of AD. He said, "Most people retire after 25 years in this business. I got to start over." It's true, Yeah, it's strip throat, man. Ain't no joke. Wait, did he say strip throat? No, they said. Well, I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. It wasn't as bad as Michael Douglas, right? Didn't Michael Douglas say he got the throat cancer for going down on so many women? Need further proof that truth is stranger than fiction? Ask Jason Bateman. His 2016 visit to a Beverly Hills spa was supposed to be nothing more taxing than a movie star facial. But Bateman was in for an unpleasant surprise. He woke up later surrounded by paramedics and spa employees praying in thanks that he was still alive. After a few minutes in a daze, people finally started to fill him in about what actually happened. It says here, as Bateman described during the interview with talk show host Jimmy Kimmel, his spa experience felt weird from the get-go. The employee directed him to remove all of his clothing and spend 20 minutes in a hot tub as part of the cleansing regimen. Bateman said the temperature was beyond uncomfortable, and it started to affect him physically. But that was just the beginning. Will Arnett, your thoughts?
Last time I was on the show here, a few months back, he was mad at me, a little bit mad because he's like, you mentioned that he wanted his sister to come on and play his love interest on the show, and
Justine Bateman.
Bateman, and I feel like I'm not making all I did was open a door to truth. You know what I mean? Like I'm not here to judge. He wants to do that. That's cool. Well, most people call it incest, whatever. You call it hot. Fine. Semantics. You know what I mean? So I just, and now he feels like he's getting back at me because he and Amy are doing a movie.
This is the
together.
thing. He's doing a movie with your wife now, and he wants to get back at you. Is that
So
right?
he's been saying like, hey guy, your wife and I are gonna have to get all over each other, and all this sort of. And I'm like, look, man, it'd be like Richard Simmons threatening to hit on your lady, like, you know what I mean? Amazing.
So you're not threatened by Jason Bateman.
Dude, it's like if Amy's hungry, she's not gonna go for a half meal. You know what I mean? She's gonna line up at the buffet. You know what I mean?
What a dick, but I love him. All right, so three things. One, I missed the fuck out of Conan. Two, I don't know how he injured his thumb there. He's got a huge bandage. I don't know. That's very disconcerting. And three, why? I don't know how this feud started. But again, it's they have to, what this has to do with the spa thing is absolutely nothing. I just love Will Arnett. Let's go to prison. I mean, it was okay. Bateman told Kimmel that he trusted the spa employee, figuring the increasing discomfort he was feeling in the hot tub was some no pain, no gain grooming procedure. The pain didn't let up as the employee scrubbed his skin raw, followed by a hosed down with cold water. Next, she announced it was time for his massage. That was the last thing he remembered. Yeah, they like you to take a massage not take a massage, fucking guy. I'm tired. The shower before, so your, balls don't smell, whatever. But, this sounds like I don't know, was he like a rub and tug with the, while the spa employee headed, spa employee, that's questionable at this point, headed for the massage room, thinking that Bateman was following her, he'd blacked out. When he woke up, a full complement of paramedics, all the spa's employees surrounded him with one small towel, discreetly draped over his lower half. Bateman was shocked to learn how small was the towel. Now I'm turning into Will Arnett. What almost happened? Okay, so don't go to spas. I mean, what's the? Oh, there's more. Bateman's spa incident made for a comical exchange with funny man Jimmy Kimmel. It was serious. However, the potentially fatal consequences at the time. Bateman was apparently medically unresponsive for 7 minutes. That doesn't sound funny at all. Suffering from an acute dehydration. When he felt well enough. Isn't that like ironic? Like you drink for years and then I don't know, you suffer from dehydration. How the fuck does that happen? I was making a shitty joke. Again, Will Arnett, get out of my head. Bateman went home sans facial. What the fuck that means? So just avoid spas, man. I mean, it sounds like it sounds like a disaster. I don't know. Well, they have those spas where you go in there and they're like wellness tanks or some shit, and It's just a plastic container with water. I don't know. And then they give you some cucumber juice. It tastes like jizz. I mean, what's the point? The movie Bad Words was Bateman's feature film directorial debut. If that's not stressful enough, he also cast himself in the lead role of a midlife nowhere man who competes in a preteen spelling bee. Bateman's had a simple philosophy. If the film tanked completely, there'd be nobody to blame for the failure but himself. Did it tank? We'll talk about it later. Bateman stressed one thing to a literary agent he started working with. I don't know why I'm turning into Shatner here. While he's grateful for his fresh start as an adult actor, he was, and I quote, or he quotes, acting to create the kind of relevance or capital necessary to get a directing job. He told the agent not to wait for him to get a break from acting. Just find him dark and vulnerable scripts to direct. Bad Words was that script. Again, was it good? Will Arnett, your thoughts?
I love Jason. He's great to work with. I tell you, if there were a premium to be paid on bad ideas, I'd want drilling rights to his head.
That's the dickiest thing I've ever heard of English man. What the hell is that?
No, I love him.
Dickie. The surprise 2011 hit Horrible Bosses further cemented Bateman's status as a bankable Hollywood actor. But he had horrible things to say about the sequel. And believe me, so do I. Bateman's opinion is that Horrible Bosses 2 was little more than box office garbage. Why exactly? He found the first movie fun, but many people probably saw it and figured they didn't need to see more. It's true, guys. Said it before and I'll say it again. You can't laugh at the same thing twice. Unless it's Borat. Nice. Mitch Hurwitz isn't familiar to everyone, but he rescued Bateman's career. Hurwitz created AD. Once again, it's Arrested Development, not the disaster that is the Lakers. At a time when Bateman called himself a tired piece of meat. Hurwitz has admitted that he was blasé. I saw the accent. I knew how to say that. When he saw Bateman's name on the audition list. Bateman, however, nailed his comedically understated audition, and Hurwitz cast him as Michael Bluth. Thank God. Thank God. Bateman's role as Mark Loring, the supposed adoptive father in Juno, had tie-ins to both his professional and personal life. His longtime on-screen son, Michael Cera, plays the teenage father in the film. And before the movie shot in Vancouver, Canada, in only 30 days, Bateman and his wife had just welcomed their first child. Well, I just want to say two things. If you have not seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the movie when it came out, it pretty much bombed. It was horribly advertised. I remember being on the subway and looking up and seeing Scott Pilgrim versus the World. They had a picture of Mike Cera, but he was like, you couldn't see his face. Like his back was turned. He was playing guitar, and you're wondering like, what the fuck is this? Is this like a, I don't know, play they're having at the Massey Hall? I don't know what the fuck's going on here. So, but the movie is kick-ass, so check it out. And second, that's very nice. That's very heartwarming. So congrats on the first kid. Cry on demand. I can't do that. I mean, I've tried to do that. Like sometimes if I think of a song, a certain song, I think I can do it. I'm not going to tell you the song. Go fuck yourself. Many actors consider shedding tears on cue to be viable talent. Bateman had to cry on camera once, and he did succeed. But he wrote it off as cheating. Just before he shot the scene, Bateman thumbed through his iPhone and found pictures of his kids. Bateman calls that a good trick to produce a tearful reaction. That's I can't even make fun of that. That is actually very touching. That is okay. I thought they were gonna say like he like I don't know like pulled like a pubic hair or something, but yeah, that's very sweet. Bateman is no stranger to starring in projects that he also directs, but the hit Netflix show Ozark is new territory for his character Marty Bride and the Bride family. Wait, Byard family. No, is it Bride, the B family? Fuck it. Who land under the thumb of organized crime. The Ozark episodes that Bateman directed have been a triumph. And what happened at the 2019 Emmy Awards came as triumphant surprise. Well, gee, I wonder what happened. I mean, I already talked about it, but I don't know. I'm almost done this list anyway. Ozark went into the 2019 Emmy Awards with a modest number of nominations, including a nod for Bateman in the Outstanding Directing category for his work on the episode Reparations. There was only one hiccup. In the directing category, he was up against multiple episodes of Game of Thrones. No one expected Bateman to win. I did. Until the unexpected happened. Game of Thrones. Fuck. You know, people are obsessed with, you know, I'm going to talk about that shit another time. I got a lot to say about that. Bateman's facial expressions have their own authority. Do a web search of Jason Bateman face and you'll see what I mean. All right, let's do it right now. Jason Bateman face. I don't know which one am I looking at here. I don't know. A lot of them he just looks pretty content. Okay, so I'm looking at this one. This one, it's kind of like oh, okay. That no, it's. Yeah. I mean, he's no Brendan Fraser at the Golden Globes. Let's just say that. But you know, nice try. He's made a career of working his deadpan looks. That's the word I was looking for. Deadpan. There you go. And when he won the Outstanding Directing category at the 2019 Emmy Awards, he wore that same bemused look beautifully while everyone else in his camp freaked out with joy. How did the moment really feel? Something tells me we're about to find out. Many surprise winners at big Hollywood award shows seemed shocked. See, I knew it. But Bateman's brief acceptance speech at the Emmys seemed especially genuine. Afterwards, no, it should be, you see, here they have afterward. It should be afterwards, right? Yeah, afterward, yeah, that doesn't, no, I see. Again, guys, I appreciate the notes here, but still. Afterwards, he noted his father Kent's influence. While other dads took their kids to ballparks, Kent shared his love of movies and directing with his son. Although Kent and Jason have had their fractured moments, Bateman's gratitude was touching. Well, that's very sweet he did that. And yeah, I'm just watching the clip right now. Yeah, he's got the same like attitude that he does in like Ozark. I mean, you know, he just goes, wow. You know, kisses his wife. That's nice. Everyone else is excited. Cedric the Entertainer. I love that motherfucker. First off, I want to know where he gets his hats. Second, this is awesome. Honestly, I mean, clearly he didn't expect it. Then he's like, fuck it. I'll just get my award, and you know, that's it.
Wow. Wow. That is something. I'm going to go on something that Julia started with this chocolate treat here. I can't be holding this without a whole lot of people that make this show I'm so lucky to be a part of work, especially as a director. So I'll maybe just like be this little part here, but the cast and the crew and the writers can have the whole planet. You know, we'll give a wing to Netflix and one to MRC and the whole body for my team. And then Amanda, you and Maple and Franny back home, you are the full base of everything that I do. I love you very, very much. Thank you, guys.
That's awesome, man. Well, first of all, I just want to say this. They showed Ted Danson after that. He even seemed kind of shocked, too. I don't know. I thought that was funny. But, yeah, like, is there actually chocolate in there? Or because, I don't know. Like, as a fat man, I'm kind of... I'm a little jealous, but yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Again, like he did not expect that. He just, you know, saying some jokes on the fly there, and there you go, man. That's pretty cool, honestly. So yeah, good for him. As if Ozark isn't dark enough, Bateman surprised the entertainment world with his turn in a Stephen King screen thriller, The Outsider. Bateman's character, Terry Matlin, is a small-town Georgia dad, unassuming in every way, until he's implicated in an horrendous crime against a young child. Bateman has been lauded for skillfully veering away from regular guy roles. It ain't easy being an A-list celeb. Don't I know? For every true story about Bateman's generally happy personal life, there's a truckload of tabloid fonder about his supposed long-term secret love affair with Jennifer Aniston. Some gossip sites have even taken it upon themselves to sift through the dirt fabricated to sell tabloids, hopefully laying rumors to rest. These Malakas, man, you know, like these guys will go through your trash like they don't give a fuck, man. I mean, you know, come on, grow up. Apparently, Aniston was leaning too much on Bateman following her split from second husband Justin Theroux. Bateman's wife was at her breaking point, having to deal with Aniston's late-night phone calls, endless texts, and overnight stays with Bateman. If you need perfect examples of fake news, that's it. Reality is, Aniston and Bateman's wife, Amanda, are close friends too, hanging out and shopping together in both New York City and Los Angeles. Listen. All right. I'm saying this as a half Greek man, okay? Also half Italian, 8% black, 4% Jewish. We'll get into that another time. The point is, Miss Aniston is a good Greek woman, okay? She would never break up a marriage like that. Ever. Ever. Okay? I can't say on behalf of, guys she's dated, but that's a story for another time. But, okay, they're just good friends. That's it. Me, over the years, I've tried to expand my horizon as well and have, just women as friends, and it's pretty awesome. It's something I definitely missed out on my 20s. But, yeah, I mean, these fuckers, man, they'll say whatever they want just to, get a little juicy Timbit Canadian detail out of, my boy Bateman. And, he's not going to crack. Neither is Jennifer. So, you guys can fuck off and that's it. Just let them live their own lives and, I don't know, go climb a tree and, take weird pictures like the father in Back to the Future and, just, leave them alone. That's it. She even showed up at at his Walk of Fame there, so did Will Arnett. Should I play another Will Arnett clip? Yeah. Yeah, what? It's been like, 10 minutes? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Wow. Well, no notes. Thank you, Jen. I got about a minute. Jeez Louise. We do, right?
Yeah. And mine runs about 4.
Yeah. We're lucky to get Jason out of the house, by the way. This is a true story. If we're after 4 o'clock, he's in his pajamas and slippers. That's also a true story. Boy, I'm happy to be here today, out here on Hollywood Boulevard. It's something I never thought I'd say. Imagine that we are living in a world where a corrupt real estate magnate can get away with treason while his idiotic children run his empire like puppets. Doesn't that sound crazy? For all the people out there who've drawn parallels between that gang of clowns over in the White House and the Bluth family over on Arrested Development, think on this. If Job, as some people have suggested, if Job is Don Jr., then Buster is Eric, and that makes Michael Ivanka.
You Americans voted Donald Trump in, and fucking 4 years wasted. Anyways, yeah, that's what he's referring to, obviously. The comparisons there to Arrested Development with the Trump family. I never even thought of that, but that's actually pretty accurate. But yeah, Will Arnett, he's awesome. Yeah, so congratulations to him getting a star on the Walk of Fame there. Jennifer, before, as Will said, ate up a lot of time, but she's Greek, we tend to talk a lot. She held up a picture of Jason from like an old Teen Beat magazine or Tiger Beat or whatever the fuck girls used to put on their wall there before Prince William lost his hair. He had a little kiss mark on his cheek. What are you going to do? So, what are you going to do? Jason's awesome. The shit that he's done, forget it. But, the shit he's done in Hollywood, I mean, he's kicked ass. And if you guys don't mind, I'd like to go on IMDb, the awesome website that this is, not Rotten Tomatoes. That's a horrible name for a website too that rates like rotten. I mean, why would you want to go to a website rotten? It just I don't fuck them. All right, so the very first job that Jason Bateman ever had, I mentioned this before, but in case you didn't fall asleep, was between 1981 and 1982. Year I was born, by the way. A little show called Little House on the Prairie. I didn't mean to say little show before. Just whatever. Yeah, I never really watched this show, I'll be honest with you. My mom likes this show. It's about the... I really don't know what the show was about. I'm being honest. It was about a little house, and it was on the prairie. I don't know. It seems like a little. I don't know. It seems like a nice little wholesome show, and I know it was a big success. I know that. So no worries there. Yeah, it starred Michael Landon, Melissa Gilbert, Karen Gressly. I hope I said that right. Rachel Lindsay Greenbush, Sydney Greenbush. Are they related? I assume so. Melissa Sue Anderson, Catherine McGregor, Richard Bull, which is a kick-ass last name, by the way. But yeah, the show was a big hit. It was on for a little while. So 1974 to 83. Yeah, it's not bad. So yeah, there you go. So your first thing that you do is a hit show. That's pretty good. Awesome. Just a little more love. It's a TV movie he did. Did another TV movie, The Fantastic World of DC Collins. Then he was in, he was in Silver Spoons for a couple years, 82 to 84. Again, this is a show I never watched. Eric Schroeder. I know of him. I don't know a lot about him. He made that brief appearance in Get Him to the Greek. He was in Pool Hall Junkies. He was good in that. That was a good. Alfonso Ribeiro. We all know him as Carlton. He was in that. Jason Bateman was in 21 episodes. There you go. So that was a show about. I don't know. Ricky Stratton is a spoiled rich kid who lives the life that many kids dream of, but he still suffers from the problems that many teens do. Well, wham. Okay. 6 out of 10. That's all right. What else? Knight Rider. Oh, an episode of that. Okay, that's cool. Right on. We all know Knight Rider, right? I don't have to go through the shit. The guy from the Beach Show. He has a talking car. It's awesome. Robert Kennedy and His Times as a TV miniseries. Another TV series. It's Your Move. TV movie. Right to Kill. I said it like that because I had a question mark at the end. I don't know. I don't get it either. He was in an episode of Mr. Belvedere. I saw a couple episodes of that. It was an okay show. It was funny. I heard a rumor about Mr. Belvedere that in a table reading, he sat down and he literally sat on his own balls. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know. What I do know for sure is Bob Uecker is a funny motherfucker. He's not the wholesome guy that you think he is, but God bless him for that. Can You Feel Me Dancing? TV movie. St. Elsewhere. Episode of that. That was a popular show. That was the one with Denzel, right? Yeah, Denzel Washington was in that. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I like how they put him as the main guy because he's the main dude there. And then Howie Mandel was in that too. Yeah. He's not from Boston. He's Canadian. Come on, we all know that. The Magical World of Disney, of course. If you're a kid in the 80s, 90s, you probably had to do something involving Disney. Bates Motel, it's a TV movie he did. And then 1987 came, he did Teen Wolf 2, and oh my God, this was a piece of shit. The first one, awesome, Michael J. Fox. This one just, it's brutal. Even for a sequel in the 80s to a comedy teen movie, it's still bad, man. I don't even recognize anybody else that was in this. There should be no warning right there. But no, he's got a lot of hair on his arms. I don't know. Is he Greek? No. Okay. This is just horrible, guys. Absolutely horrible. Just watch the first one. You'll be fine. Matlock, popular show with older generation. Moving Target, TV movie. Our House in the Middle of the Street. Crossing the Mob. Valerie was a TV series. He was in, looks like a couple episodes there. Oh, no, more episodes. No, he was in, oh, no, he was in a lot of them. Okay. Oh, this is the, fuck, I'm so stupid. Yeah, this is the same show, the Hogan family, whatever, you know. Yeah. I mentioned this before. Okay, yeah. So this was on for a while. It's like one of those like wholesome family shows. You know, it's yeah, you know, it's about family and something. And it stars Josh Taylor. Now I remember this dude from Days of Our Lives because I remember. Yeah, I used to have like period 4 off in high school. God, that was pointless. But there's nothing else to watch between 1 and 2 in the afternoon, you know? So, I don't know, like a Desperate Housewife, I just watched the soaps, and I decided to watch Days of Our Lives. So, he was kick-ass in that. Yeah, Jason Bateman, looks like he was a Bulls fan in this one. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm watching some of the credits here. There's a weird part where it shows like, it looks like the 2 parents behind a tree, and I don't know. I mean, like they look like they're having sex. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know. I mean, it's a little more than making out, and I don't know. I guess it didn't work with that wife, and then he got a blonde woman, and the woman from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is in that. Remember when Steve Martin's all pissed off because I don't know, he couldn't find his car. Yeah, she's in it for a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I just yeah, I don't remember a lot about the show. I don't know. They're washing a car. I don't know. They're making a snowman. I don't know. They look like they're having a lot of fun. So looks like it's Chicago based here. So yeah, I don't know. Like. Okay, so remember that lyric, like, life is a sweet insanity. It's nice to know your friends are near. I mean, it's kind of like that, like a nursery rhyme, like rockabye baby on the treetop. If the wind blows, the crow will rock, then the shit'll fall. Like it sounds sweet when you hear it, but like when you really dissect the lyrics, I mean, it's kind of disturbing, no? I mean, I don't know, is it just me on this one, or? But yeah, so I don't know, it's a wholesome family show. Yeah, you know, you want to check it out, sure, why not? Necessary Roughness. Okay, I sort of remember this movie. Yeah, Scott Bakula, Robert Loggia. Yeah, there's a few good people in this movie. Yeah, Hector Elizondo, Sinbad, Larry Miller, Rob Schneider. There you go. Kathy Ireland. Cool. Very cool. Lovely woman. The point is, this movie was decent. It's a whatever football movie. You know, it's some jokes, whatever. It's not bad. It's one of those movies. I don't know. You're bored, you can flip it on, watch it. It's all good. A Taste for Killing, TV movie he did. Breaking the Rules. I don't know this one. I don't know. 5.6 out of 10. I don't think a lot of people do. How can I tell if I'm really in love? It's a video he did. I've been asking myself that for 39 years, man. It just, I don't know. Let me know if you know. Confessions, Two Faces of Evil. Another TV movie. Yeah, TV movies, man, back in the day, I mean, forget it. Like, it was very common. I mean, they sort of have them now, but not really. I don't know. They just go to Netflix now. This Can't Be Love, TV movie. Black Sheep, TV series. Heart to Heart, Secrets of the Heart, TV movie. Wow, he did a lot of shit, eh? Not shit, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I've never seen it, so who knows? An Affectionate Look at Fatherhood. Another TV series, Burke's Law. Another one, Ned and Stacy. Simon. Theodore. Chicago Suns TV series. Holy shit, he just keeps going, eh? George and Leo, another TV series. And then 1999 came, which is a pretty kick-ass year for movies. But he did a movie called Love Stinks. 5.8 out of 10. Yep, that's okay. Some jokes write themselves. Rude Awakening TV series. Some of My Best Friends TV series. I think I talked about that before, right? Didn't I? Yeah, where he played. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I recognize the other actor too. Yeah. He was the guy that gave that speech in The Rock. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't make it. Yeah, I never watched that show, so I don't know. The Sweetest Thing. Oh, the sweetest thing. Yeah, 5.2. Yeah, no. One Way Out video. He did. Soul Good. Maybe Soul Good. How the fuck do you say this? SOL, and then it's GOODE. Soul Goody? No, Soul Good. Soul 5.4. Right? It ain't Soul Good. He was in an episode of The Twilight Zone, the newer one. Starsky and Hutch. There you go. Okay, so obviously we all know this is a popular show back in the day. My parents' generation. I actually ended up watching this movie together with my parents. Kind of old school meets new school. It was good. Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson. You got Snoop Dogg in there, Vince Vaughn, Amy Smart, Carmen Electra, another lovely woman, Brandy Roderick, lovely woman. Molly Sims, it just never ends. Chris Penn, rest in peace, man. Juliette Lewis, Fred Williamson. Funny story about this movie is apparently when they were trying to get the character Huggy Bear, like Snoop just heard about they were making the movie, and he just went around saying, "Look, I'm going to be Huggy Bear." That's it. I think they wanted, or they were considering maybe Chris Rock or somebody else. I don't know, but I mean, no one can do it but Snoop. Todd Phillips, you're awesome, man. I love Road Trip. Good movie, good little movie. I liked it a lot. New Generation. Again, it has a very funny scene with cocaine. It's a good movie. It's definitely a good watch. I forgot Jason Bateman was in. Yeah, I think he was like Vince Vaughn's assistant or something. Yeah, so that was cool, man. That was cool. Also, what was really cool is 2004, same year, Dodgeball, a true underdog story. So, in many ways, this was a very underdog success. This movie alone. I don't think it cost that much to even make. And it did extremely well. I'm looking through the numbers here. Look at this. Yeah, budget $20 million. Opening weekend was $30 million in U.S. and Canada. U.S. gross in Canada and U.S. $114 million. Worldwide gross $168 million on a $20 million budget. Holy fucking shit! This movie was huge. Now, keep in mind, I don't know anything about dodgeball. I just remember when I played dodgeball in school, it got fucking violent, man. I mean, dude, it was crazy. Like we didn't give a shit back in the day. People get hit in the head, and I got hit in the head one time. And at the time I was wearing glasses. My glasses fucking flew, like fucking 100 feet, man. And everyone after it, like in the gym, you just hear like 20 guys going, "Oh!" Like people thought I was blind and shit. And I mean, after that I was, but that's why I can't see how badly this podcast is doing. The point is, this was an awesome movie. Definitely check this one out. You got lots of great people in there. Ben Stiller, Christine Taylor, Vince Vaughn, Rip Torn, rest in peace to that guy. Justin Long, Stephen Root, Alan Two Dyke. Am I saying that right? No, that can't be right. No, is that right? Gary Cole, Missy Pyle, Chris Williams, Joel David Moore, Hank Azaria. And Jason Bateman's character is really funny because him and Gary Cole's character, they both play commentators. Jason Bateman's character is trying to be like a hipster and shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on. All I know is that there's some excellent cameos by Chuck Norris and William Shatner. So, I mean, Lance Armstrong is in this, but this is before all the shit, whatever. The point is, this is a really good movie. Definitely check it out. Very funny. Some funny shit after the credits too. So yeah, it's like a Marvel thing. They keep it going. Episode of King of the Hill, he did that one. Justice League Unlimited. Fairly Odd Parents TV series. Scrubs. I don't know. I never found Scrubs funny. I'll be honest. Again, it's one of those things where it's nothing personal against the people in the show. I don't know. I never found it funny. I don't know. They tried to do like slapstick and shit. I don't know. I don't know. I never got it. The Breakup. I think I mentioned this probably in the Vince Vaughn podcast, maybe the Jennifer Aniston podcast, maybe in a future Breakup podcast. Who knows? I like this movie. I just don't like the way it ended. Okay, I'm saying that from a guy's perspective. Okay, I'll just say this, ladies, we're not mind readers. Okay, you have to tell us everything. Okay, think of us like a blank page. Okay, you got to fill the shit in. Okay. We don't know what you're thinking. I'm not speaking on behalf of all guys, but I'm just saying it could have. It made Vince Vaughn's character at the end look like a little bit of a dick. I mean, he was sort of, but a couple clues would have been nice. That's all. Just maybe a note on the counter, whatever. I'm just saying. But good little movie. Good movie. I liked it. The Jake Effect TV series. Arthur and the Invisibles, voiceover work. Said it before and I'll say it a million times. You go in there, record the shit. That's it. Smoking Aces. Fuck. I saw this movie in theaters with a friend of mine. This movie was a piece of shit. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. It's like Roger and Ebert here. But seriously, this movie was horrible. Horrible. Don't avoid this movie, please. The X. I don't remember this movie. Zach Braff. I don't know. Zach Braff is okay, I guess. I don't know. Like, I think I mentioned this before. Like he, I don't know. Like he started like a GoFundMe page because he wanted to make a movie, but I don't know. People know he has the money, and it's like like dude, if you have the whole point of a GoFundMe thing is if you don't have money, you have a GoFundMe. Like if you have money, then come on now. I don't know. I never saw this. The Kingdom. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember this movie now. Okay. That's right. He was in this for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, he had I think a couple scenes in this one. This movie is one of these movies where everything happens at the end. Like the last half hour of this movie is when all the shit happens. So, like the recent Rambo, the recent Rambo, just watched the last 15 minutes or so. This one, watch the last half hour. That's the best advice I can give you. Juno, very good movie. I heard the woman that wrote this was like a stripper or something, and she was able to sell it. I mean, I think that's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why people make fun of that, but hey man, we all gotta start somewhere. Fuck. But yeah, this is a very good movie. Jason Reitman directed it. Him and his father. I love both those dudes. Yeah. Elliot Page, Michael Cera, Jennifer Gardner, obviously Jason Bateman, J.K. Simmons is in this too. Allison Janney, who I think to this day she's a very underrated actress. I should say underrated because people know who she is, but I just think she's really good. Rainn Wilson was in the whole Your Ego's Prego or whatever. Fuck, you couldn't pick a better guy to play Dwight. I'll tell you that. But anyways, very good movie. I remember seeing this in theaters on a date. It didn't work out between me and her. I think to this day, I still have the magnet fridge bottle opener on the fridge. I still got it. And Yeah, go check out this movie. Mr. Magorium's Wonder Emporium. Sounds familiar. I did not see this one. No. The poster looks trippy, but no, didn't see it. The Promotion. Yeah, I don't remember this movie either. John C. Reilly, Sean William Scott, aka Stifler. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Okay, so again, a lot of people already know this already. The 4 listeners I have, thank you for sticking in there. This movie's awesome. Very funny movie. Definitely one of the funnier movies in the thousands. Absolutely. Awesome cast. Great cast of people. Yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, go see it. I always watch the unrated version. I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah, the whole point of Jason Bateman's character, it's like a show within the movie there. The one guy that, or the one girl that he broke up with, he's, I don't know, they're doing kind of like a CSI kind of thing, whatever. But yeah, no, this movie is fucking hilarious, man. You got tons of great people in this movie. Tons. Kristen Bell, Jason Segel. You know, the sad thing is, I did a podcast about him, and I still have no idea how to pronounce it. I might even spelled it with an A instead of 2 E's. I gotta look into that. Paul Rudd, who doesn't seem to age, still looks the same. Mila Kunis. Yeah, Paul Rudd. I did a 3-hour podcast. I don't know what happened there. Russell Brand, who, again, after seeing this movie, he kept acting like the same guy. I was like, is he acting still or no? I don't know. Bill Hader, Jonah Hill, Jack Breyer, a bunch of people. So, very funny movie. Whenever you get the chance, check it out for sure. Yeah, don't check out Hancock. I wouldn't bother with this shit. I don't know. I love Will Smith, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I mean, the first like 20 minutes, I guess, 30 minutes is okay, and then I don't know. Spoiler alert. I don't know. Who gives a shit? I think Will Smith and Charlize Theron end up being brother and sister. It's just weird. It's a whole fucking thing. Writers, Vince Gilligan. No. Stop it. He was part of... No. Stop it. Come on. No. Okay, so he must have wrote that first half hour. And then after that, yeah, I'm just going to assume that, yeah. So... I don't know. Will Smith's a superhero, whatever. Yeah, he changes his ways. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck. Tropic Thunder. There you go. Jason Bateman was in this? Really? Oh, yeah. Okay. He was in one of the... They made fun of like movie within a movie, whatever. But yeah, he's not in it a lot, whatever. Just in the... But again, this is, again, really fucking funny movie. Ben Stiller, Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr. even got nominated for Best Supporting Actor for this. Yes, it's true. Look it up. I still don't believe it either. Jay Burchell. We share the same birthday. I still have no idea how to say his name. Brandon T. Jackson, who apparently it was supposed to be Kevin Hart in this role, then they rewrote it. There was a whole fucking thing there. Steve Coogan, Danny McBride. Fuck, I love that motherfucker. Bill Hader, Nick Nolte. Man, I still love that motherfucker. The point is, this cast is insane. It's really funny. They put a lot of money into this movie. You could tell. It's awesome. Check it out. State of Play. I don't know what this is. State of Play. I've never heard of it. Ben Affleck, Russell Crowe, Rachel Adams. They got a decent rating, 7.1 out of 10. That's not bad. I've never heard of this movie. I don't know. Okay, I'll check it out one day. Extract. This movie was all right. It had its moments. You know, it's done by Mike Judd, written by Mike Judd, who we all know, Beavis and Butthead, Office Space, which is probably one of the funniest fucking movies of all time. This movie was okay. I mean, you know, it was no Office Space, you know, whatever. But I can't even fucking say it because I got a dry mouth. Idiocracy. There you go. Yeah, that's a classic. I'm not gonna lie. This movie's okay. It's it's all right. Up in the Air. Yeah, this got a lot of attention during the Academy Awards. I think, including getting nominated for Best Actor. I think for this one. I think so. Yeah, good little movie, directed by Jason Reitman. Yeah, you're a director. You tend to work with the same people. Nothing wrong with that. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. This is a very good movie. Very, very good movie. I haven't seen it in, actually, no, I think I only watched it once, but I remember it being a really good movie. So when you get a chance, check it out. I remember Jason Bateman in that movie. I'm trying to, okay. The Invention of Lying. I remember this movie. I did not see this movie. So, I do like Ricky Gervais. Very funny guy. He's got a very funny show on Netflix. Slips my mind what the name of the movie or the show is. I apologize. If this was the Emmys, he'd be roasting the fuck out of me. But, it's my podcast. Nobody listens. Nah. But yeah, very funny show. He's made 2 seasons of it. Fuck, I forgot. The point is, I haven't seen this movie. Couples Retreat. That's a good little movie. I like it, I mean, if you like The Breakup, you'll like this movie. It's instead of, them being separated or whatever in the same condo, now all these couples are just trying to stay together, and it's a good little cast, I like it. It's a good little date movie, It's one of those movies where, you have a girl over and, you're trying to, and you see a movie where it's like, okay, it's for her, but at the same time you get a couple good laughs out of it. So that'll do. TV series, Sit Down, Shut Up. It sounds like my life. What was this, a cartoon? Yeah, 6 out of 10. Okay, not the best rating, but you never know. The Switch. Okay, I remember this movie. I did not see this movie. Something to do with Jason Bateman switching sperm or something, and then Jennifer Aniston is having his kid instead of someone else's, or I don't know. So again, guys, I did not see the movie, so I'm just remembering what I saw in commercials. So yeah, Paul. Very funny movie. This is the same one I'm thinking of. Yeah, The Alien with the 2 dudes here. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. Yeah, I like these dudes. Seth Rogen plays the voice of the alien. Nice. Jason Bateman. Was he I think he was the agent trying to get him, I think. I'm pretty sure. The point is, very funny movie. Yeah, definitely check that one out for sure. Horrible Bosses. Okay, so again, we talked about this before. Big sleeper hit. I don't think a lot of people expected this movie to be big. It was one of those like word of mouth movies. Good little cast of people too. You got Jason Sudeikis. You got Jason Bateman. A couple Jasons in there. You got Charlie Day. You got Jennifer Aniston. You got who's in there, okay? I don't have to say it, okay? House of Cards, whatever. The point is, it's a good movie, okay? I can't say the same thing for the first one. Colin Farrell, there you go, yeah. Colin Farrell was definitely one of the funnier dudes in this movie, for sure. Yeah, that second one, I'll get to that in a bit. The Change Up. Yeah, this movie was not good. I remember. I'm sorry. I like Ryan Reynolds. I like Jason Bateman. It's something to do with them switching bodies or some shit. I don't know, because that's never been done in a movie. Yeah, no, this one, no, forget it. Surviving a Horrible Boss. Shorty did. Hit and Run. Oh yeah. I remember this movie. Yeah, this. Yeah, I feel bad for Dex Shepard, I'm not gonna lie, he's cool. Kristen Bell's cool. Even Bradley Cooper was in this movie for a couple scenes, if you believe it. Here's the thing I don't understand about this movie. So the whole, like, you look at the movie poster, he's got this kick-ass car. Okay? It's beautiful car. Spoiler alert. Okay? In the first 20 minutes of the movie, the shit just disappears. Okay? Someone steals it, whatever. So, like, why would you promote it so much? Like, and then for the shit to just go poof. That I don't understand that. I'm just keeping it real. I don't understand that. I just, his name is Charles Bronson in the movie. No, that's just, no, you can't. No. You can't do that. Sorry. I like Tom Arnold. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, no. This was not a good movie. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry, man. Disconnect. What is this movie? Disconnect. What the fuck is this? 7.5 out of 10? I never heard of this movie. The only person I really Jason Bateman, Hope Davis, Frank Grillo. Yeah, I've never heard of this movie, and yet I got a pretty good rating. So, okay. Yeah, might have to check it out. Identity theft. Listen, I love both these people. I think Melissa McCartney is fucking awesome. Every time she hosts Saturday Night Live, it's great. This movie, like the first 20, 30 minutes, again, it's one of those movies, yeah, in the beginning it's good, and then, I don't know, it's one of those comedies that, like, it gets sad. Like, it tries to be, like, it tries to have the best of both worlds. Like, like, laughs and tries to make you really, really sad. You can't. Nah. So I wasn't feeling this movie. I don't know. I don't know. Originally they said they wanted like different people for the roles or something, and they wanted 2 males and then 2 females or some shit. I don't know. Who cares? Bad words. I'm not gonna lie. I like this movie. Very funny movie, and I talked about this before. Jason Bateman directed this one. He also starred in it. There's some funny scenes in this movie. I'm not gonna lie. There's a great scene involving a lobster in a toilet. That's all I'm gonna say. But Catherine Hahn's in it. Allison Janney. Philip Baker Hall. If you don't know him, he was Mr. Bookman on Saturday Night Live. But yeah, I thought this movie was funny. I liked it. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, go check it out. If you don't, you're not hurting my feelings, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I think you're missing out. Growing Up Fisher TV series. He played a narrator in that one. See, again, you read the shit, easy money. The Longest Week. I don't know this movie. I don't know. It looks like I don't know. You could tell it's a date movie just by looking at it. I mean, they got the couples, whatever. It's I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is. This Is Where I Leave You. No, that's an actual movie, guys. Sorry, I'm not done with the podcast yet. Yeah, I remember this movie. This movie's okay. It had a couple good laughs. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, it's one of those ratings like 6.6, where it's like close to 6.5, where it's like you might enjoy it, you may not. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's up to you. Horrible Bosses 2. I can absolutely tell you this movie's a piece of shit. Yeah, this was bad. Yeah, they should have never made another one. I don't know why they bothered. It was horrible. Like, the jokes didn't land. I think they were just repeating a lot of the same shit. It was fucking dumb. Horrible. Avoid this shit. But what you shouldn't avoid is the next movie he did called The Gift. Now, chances are you've probably never heard of this movie. 7 out of 10, I would give it a little bit higher, maybe even 7.5. Basically, this is not Jason Bateman doing something funny. This is more like I don't know, I guess like a thriller, not a horror, but thriller drama, sort of. So, what does it say here? A married couple, Simon and Robin, run into Gordo, an old classmate. Things take a turn when Gordo begins to drop an unannounced at their house and inundates them with mysterious gifts. Now, it sounds stupid at first. I'll be honest. It sounds weird. You look at the movie poster, you're like, okay, yeah, they made this, whatever, who cares? I can't recommend this movie enough. Like, at first I was like, yeah, okay, this is gonna, whatever, let me give this movie a shot. This is a really good thriller, okay? This is one of these things where it's like, you watch them in Ozark, whatever, and it just totally... Yeah, like not only can he do, the comedic roles, Jason Bateman, but he can also do the drama and suspense thriller and shit. This is a really good movie, guys. Joel Egerton plays Gordo. He's excellent in it as this like kind of stalker, whatever. You're trying to figure out, like, does he actually know these people? What's his purpose? The ending is fucked up. I mean, I again, I don't want to give anything away, but I strongly recommend you check out this movie. It's I would say one of Jason Bateman's underrated movies. Maybe some people know about it, maybe they don't, but I absolutely recommend that you check out this movie for sure. Video game, Disney Infinity 3.0. Again, easy money. The Family Fang. I'm not trying to sound hip. It's actually F-A-N-G. I don't know. I don't know this one. The Muppets TV series. Listen, we all grew up with the Muppets. The Muppets call, Sesame Street calls, whatever fucking puppets call, you do it. Zootopia did the voice of Nick Wilde. Easy Money. Central Intelligence. Is this the one with Kevin Hart and The Rock? Yeah, there we go, yeah. This movie was okay. I didn't mind this movie. I had some good laughs. Again, one of these movies, I don't remember Jason Bateman in it. I don't remember that. But what I do remember him in is Office Christmas Party, where, again, he kind of plays the straight man, and he's got all these great, characters, whole bunch of great actors. I'm not gonna lie, it only got a 5.9 out of 10. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. I saw it in theaters. Once they started drinking at the party, I whipped out my Mickey and I joined them in the fucking seats. This movie is funny, okay? Great cast of people, okay? Jason Bateman, Olivia Wilde, Jennifer Aniston, T.J. Miller. He did some really stupid shit a few years ago, but, slowly he can... be forgiven, I guess. I don't know. You look it up. Trust me. It's one of those things where, fuck it, I'll tell you. This guy, you know what this guy did? Again, Malakias. I love this guy too because I think he's a really funny dude. And because of what he did, his scenes got cut in was it Deadpool 2? That's why he's only in like one scene, whatever, and he barely says anything there. This guy, apparently this is a story. I'm just saying allegedly. I think this is what happened. He was on a train, whatever. I think he had a couple. He's going to another city, whatever. He gets into a fight with somebody, and then he called in a bomb threat. Okay, let me repeat that. He's on a train and he called in a bomb threat in this fucking day and age. Okay, this is a few years ago, but whatever. Still, I mean, that's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, by the time they get to obviously the next stop, whatever, there's all these SWAT there, and then they trace the call back to him, blah, blah, blah. So ever since then, I think he got hit with the whole hashtag Me Too movement there too. But I mean, I don't know. I don't get involved in that because, everyone's got their story there. I still think Weinstein is a jerk off, and that guy deserves everything bad that's going to happen to him. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking calling in a bomb threat, especially in this day and age. Holy shit. But hopefully he can get his career back on track. Kate McKinnon, who's really funny in this movie too. I mean, she's funny in everything she does. Jillian Bell, Rob Caudry, Randall Park, Vanessa Bayer, Sam Richardson, Karen Sony, Abby Lee, Jamie Chung, Divine Joy Randolph, Andrew Leeds, Chloe Wepper, Oliver Cooper. Really, really funny cast, guys. I mean, this is part of my Christmas rotation every year from now on. Obviously, I got to watch Home Alone first, but, definitely not the anything past 2. I know I talked about that in the podcast. But anyways, I recommend this movie. I mean, maybe worst case scenario, you get a few laughs out of it, but I thought it was a pretty funny movie. Nobody's TV series. Jimmy Kimmel's The Terrific 10. It's a short he did. Game Night. It sounds familiar, this movie. This movie had a few laughs. I don't know. I thought it was... I don't know. I thought it was okay. I don't know. Again, it's one of those movies, you can watch it on a date, whatever, but I don't know. I thought it was all right. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to mention the great show that really resurrected his career is a little show called Arrested Development.
Now the story of a wealthy family who lost everything, and the one son who had no choice but to keep them all together. It's Arrested Development.
So I'm going to leave some suspense here. Jason Bateman plays that one son in this very fucked up family. This show's great. I mean, it really is. The cast is just phenomenal. Okay, let's just go down the list here. Obviously, Jason Bateman, Michael Cera, Will Arnett, Tony Hale, Aaliyah Shawkat, Patricia DeRossi. I hope I said that right. I want Ellen kicking my ass. David Cross, Jeffrey Tambler, Jessica Walter. You got Ron Howard as the narrator. Obviously, he's the one that created the show. Okay? Ron Howard's the best. Okay? If you don't know who Ron Howard is, go on IMDb, look up all this shit. You will be amazed. Okay? I love Ron Howard for this show and Night Shift. Okay? Everything else he's done, it's great. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, Henry Winkler, John Beard, Liza Minnelli. Yes, Liza Minnelli is in the show a lot. Maya Whitman, Ed Begley Jr., Isla Fisher. This cast is fucking phenomenal. I know probably at this point you're expecting a big review and me to dissect episodes and tell you which one is my favorites, but I was going to be honest with you guys. The first 2 seasons I feel are absolutely solid. Some of the funniest shit I've seen in the last easily 25 years, for sure. Easily. Third season, I feel is still good, but unfortunately, the show got canceled. And then they kind of left it on a cliffhanger the third season. They got Ron Howard in there, finally in the show. And what if we make it into a movie? Which never ended up happening. Okay, so, that shit never happened. But then years later, it went to Netflix. Now, here's the problem, guys. And this is where a lot of the complaints came in. The great thing about the show is that, like when you see them all interacting as a family, I mean, that's what made the show so good. Just to see them all, just go nuts in that one house. Or in the office, or, outside, if it's on a ship or a mobile ladder, or in a banana stand. But the problem was, each character got their own episode. And they didn't really interact with each other, I think, till the end. And there's a lot of complaints against that. And, I don't blame them, because, I mean, what made the show so great is, all of them together, So, I don't know. I feel they kind of fucked up there. But, and then later on, they corrected that, Wasn't as good as the first couple seasons, but still, very solid show. And, Jason Bateman, boy, boy, did he luck out getting the lead role in this one. And then after that, man, just, like I said, he hit the ground running. And yeah, he's been killing it ever since. So, 8.7 out of 10 rating on IMDb. So it tells you what kind of fan base this show has. And, there's not much more I can say, guys. I don't want to give a lot away. I mean, that would just be rude and disrespectful. But, absolutely check out this show, especially the first 2 seasons. I'm just saying that because, well, you'll see. But, it's really good. Arrested Development and Night Shift. Trust me, you'll be happy. Michael Keaton, I love that guy. Did a podcast on him too. The point is, check out those 2 things. You will be absolutely happy. And before I talked about The Outsider TV series, I've not seen this, so 7.7 out of 10, that's not bad. Investigators are confounded over an unspeakable crime that's being committed. Ooh, okay. I might have to check this shit out. Okay. How many seasons? 1 season. I mean, who knows if they'll make another one? Thanks, COVID. But I hear good things. So check it out. He was on a couple episodes of The Simpsons. It was 2005 Simpsons. So Thunder Force. Melissa McCartney, I love her. Octavia Spencer, cool, but I don't know. Although, actually, what's funny is when I was watching this movie, I couldn't sit through the whole thing, and then I found out just recently that Jason Bateman was actually in this movie, and he plays some kind of crab man or something. I don't know, but I don't know. What are you gonna do? And then, of course, you got the lovely and awesome and suspenseful, and again proves that Jason Bateman doesn't always have to be surrounded by funny people. Even if he's surrounded by psychotic people, it ends up being a great show. I'm talking about a little show called Ozark. Now, if you guys were expecting me to play some kind of theme here, I don't know, this is kind of like Ray Donovan. There is no fucking theme. So, I don't know. And instead, they play a little bit. They show a circle. And then they kind of give you some clues what's going to happen, in the episode there. They give you 4 things there, and I don't know. There you go. But yeah, this show, again, it's excellent. I will say this, though. And this, I just finished watching season 4, part 1, which I was surprised. It's part 1, which means there's got to be a part 2, at least. I thought it was going to be the 10 episodes and that's it. So they're going to have 7 episodes now and 7 episodes, he said sometime this year. So I'm assuming worst case scenario, probably sometime in the fall, probably September, October, even cold November. So there you go. But I just watched the 7 episodes. The show doesn't show any signs of slowing down. It's still great. It's still suspenseful. The characters are fucking awesome. I mean, the greatest thing about Jason Bateman is, again, like he proves that he can, not only can he do comedy, but he can do the whole drama thing too. And I was thinking about this as I was watching season 4. So his character, I mean, it's like, he never gets angry. I mean, maybe he'll be like, what the fuck or something. Yeah, but like he never loses it like his wife there. And which, by the way, Laura Linney, she's fucking phenomenal in this show. I mean, like there's one scene. I mean, she's got to be bipolar or something. I mean, or like her character. I mean, but because there's actually it's funny I say that because then the brother was, and then they was bipolar, and then season 3. I don't want to give away, but it's very Godfather 2-esque. If you know what I mean. So, okay, yeah. So, actually, fuck, now I think about that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, her character is totally bipolar. Yeah, because one scene she's flipping out. The other one she's all calm. The other one she's nice. And, Holy shit. She's all over the place, but she does a phenomenal job. So do the kids. The actor Sophia Hublitz and Skylar Genertzner. I hope I said that right. What is that, German? Yeah, so yeah, they're great as well. And you can clearly tell that both the kids, they each take after their parents. And anyway, with Jason Bateman here, basically, like I'm not comparing what he's doing in this show to Marlon Brando in Godfather, but the character of Marlon Brando, I mean, definitely one of the best of all time, for sure. We all know that, okay? But he never got mad. He never, maybe said a couple things, but same thing. Like, it's just a very straight, like nothing seems to bother him. Like he'll be in scenes, like something bad will go down, and it's like, that's okay, whatever. You know what? It'll be fine. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. And he just walks back in the house. That's it. But then there's like a Charles Bronson kind of attitude where, like, I don't know, someone just told him like, your family's dead or something bad happened. That's okay. All right, we'll figure it out. Okay, have a good day. Like, just it's fucking hilarious. Like, just the way he plays the role. Like it is very stone face, and he's been known to do that in a lot of roles. But this one specifically, it's just he's sticking to that face for the whole time. Like, it's really well done. Also, Julia Gardner, she plays Ruth Langmore. She does a phenomenal job. Definitely one of the better characters in this show. Absolutely. Lisa Emery, Charlie Tahin, Kevin L. Johnson. It's a phenomenal cast, guys. I mean, it's really, trying to think of it here. Who played the brother? I don't know. I can't see IMDb. They give you a thing that says list more actors, and then oh, here we go. Okay, maybe it's my internet connection. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, this is just a really well acted show, and it gets. I mean, there's scenes, like maybe you sense that'll, something's about to happen, but then it goes another way, and then they solve the problem, and then something fucked up happens after, and it's definitely a show worth checking out. I will say this because I didn't say this before. Some seasons, I will say, really they kind of start off a little slow. But you got to give the show time. Like, when I first watched the first episode of the first season, I'll be honest with you, I watched it, I thought it was okay, and then I didn't watch it again until I think months later or whatever. But then I regret doing that because the show really did a great job. Just starting off, very quiet, suspenseful, and then a bunch of shit happens, and then you see them deal with it, and I don't know. Don't listen to what Family Guy said in the last couple episodes, okay? This is a really good show, okay? I don't know, Family Guy, it always bites him in the ass, because every time they say a show is shit, it always ends up doing really well, so I don't know. But the point is, I love Family Guy. But again, the point is, this is a really good show. And again, with Jason Bateman, the episodes he did direct, there's one scene I remember in season 2 where I don't know how the fuck, I don't know, he's turning into a Martin Scorsese type where he'll do these crazy zoom in shots, and one shot where it's one of those things you gotta see it. There's a boat on the lake, and they zoom into it, and God only knows how many times they had to tape it. But Mr. Bateman, well worth it. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job with this show, and it's really come out of nowhere. I mean, this is a guy who was a teen idol in the 80s, and, he had his problems, whatever, and now he's created this, beast of a show, and the show's so popular that, he says, okay, it's the last season, but yeah, I'm going to split it up into 2 parts, fucking Soprano style. So, Ben Davis, that's the actor that plays the brother. Yeah, he stole the show in season 3, for sure. Phenomenal job with that guy, too. Point is, guys, we got nothing else to do during COVID, so you got no excuse, okay? And I just assume everybody has Netflix at this point. You need something to watch when you go to the bathroom. So, but this is an awesome show. Absolutely check this show out. Yeah, Great show. Jason Bateman's done a great job with this. All the actors in there. It's pretty awesome. So, what else you got to do? Okay, check it out. Listen to the Malaka here. Just he knows what he's talking about. Don't worry. So, there you go. And yeah, Jason Bateman. Yeah, he's pretty much busy with that. I don't know. Will they come out with another outsider? Who knows? But the only thing that they just announced right now that he will do is, it looks like a remake of Clue. Okay, so yeah, the first Clue movie, I don't think it did that well at the box office. Apparently, it was kind of weird in the sense where I heard a rumor that when they came out with the movie, they had 3 different endings. And they would play it in 3 different theaters. Like if you went to a theater, like they would play different, because they didn't want people like giving away the ending, whatever. And I don't know, it's pretty clever. I thought that was cool. But yeah, I was wondering when they're gonna remake this one. Yeah, because everything's a remake, reboot. So yeah, it says based on the Hasbro board game, a band of strangers frantically try to figure out who is the murderer among them. It got directed by James Bobin. What else did he do here? Okay, he's done a lot of. Okay, he's directed The Muppets Most Wanted, The Muppets, Dora, Lost City. There, he's a writer for Flight of the Conchords. Okay. No worries there. Writers Reese. I hope I said that right. Okay, writer for Deadpool, Zombieland, Six Underground, Deadpool 2. Okay. So far, so good. Paul Wernick, also another writer. Okay. Also, he wrote those movies as well. Okay. I like that. Okay, so we got a good director, good writer. Okay, who else we got in the movie, guys? So far, we just got Jason Bateman. And he's teaming up again with Ryan Reynolds. Okay, so hopefully it'll be better than the last project, guys. I'm just saying on a change up. I don't know. I was ready to change the channel. I'm sorry, guys, for the shitty joke, but I'm just, again, keeping it real. So don't fuck this one up, okay? Because I always like a good whodunit mystery. So again, let's make sure it's good. But again, guys, I mean, look at everything I've done here, or I've said about this guy. He's killed it. He's still going. He's not going to show any signs of slowing down. Why? That's the greatest thing about this business. You get the second chance. You better not fuck it up. Okay, Jason Bateman is a perfect example of second chances. So, props to Jason Bateman, for getting his life together, and I know a few alcoholics in my life and in the past, and I've personally never had that problem. I'm not saying it's a brag. I'm being honest. I don't know, but I know for some people it can be a problem. And I'm glad he got out of that, and he's killing it, man. He's got a hell of a career going. So, I mean, the second half of his career is definitely better tan the first half, for sure. I mean, not that the first half was bad, but I don't know. Could you compare the Hogan family to Ozark? No, you can't. We're not going to fuck around here. But the point is, Jason Bateman's done a really good job with the second half of his career, and I'm proud of him, man. He's a good dude. Seems like a friendly guy too. But one for the road. Will Arnett, your thoughts?
So anyway, years ago, Jason was driving around in a similar car. His was a Porsche.
Yeah.
And so he gave me a ride to the airport, which I still don't know why he was giving me a ride to the airport. But put it this way, he's got a lot of time on his hands. And
lonely.
And lonely.
Yeah.
But he gave me a ride, and we're driving. This is a true story. As we're driving, he goes, "Does this car kind of make me look like an asshole?" And I said, "Yeah, it does."
Yeah.
So it was like not long after that, he got rid of it, and then
Got rid of it just because you said
I don't know if he got rid of it, but he did kind of. He was like, "Yeah, I don't think it's kind of dicky or whatever. So years later, I told him, I said, I just ordered this new car at a Porsche. And he goes, you told me I looked like an asshole driving. I go, you did.
Your friend Jason Bateman, I think, had some good luck recently, or some good fortune. He became the voice of Hyundai.
He is the voice of Hyundai.
Yeah.
Which is good for him. It's a good brand for him. But, I get it. For Bateman, though, it makes sense. He's the voice of Hyundai, which, sensible, compact, good parking at the mall. You know what I mean? Like, just the stuff that kind of is on brand.
Stuff about when you think about Bateman, when you think of those things.
Yeah,
just sensible.
And for me, I represent, North American know-how and toughness and grit.
Yeah.
And hauling capability.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this about me.
Yeah.
But I can haul.
I bet you can. I look at this guy and I think this guy can haul.
Once again, I miss Conan. I miss Andy Richter. I don't really miss Will Arnett. I'll be honest with you, because he's in all those fucking phone commercials in Canada. So I get to see him all the time. Me and him have the same forehead. I don't know. I accept my baldness. The point is, I think deep down we're all just joking here, and in the end, we all love Jason Bateman.
Chicken. Go